In Super Mario Galaxy, an incredibly strange glitch can be performed in the Loop-de-Loop Galaxy, but I warn you, it's pretty tough to achieve. Once you arrive in the Loop-de-Loop Galaxy, speak to Coach who teaches you how to race surf. Don't worry if you've already learnt before, you can take the tutorial again by selecting Tell Me More. And it's here where the tough part of this glitch occurs. You need to perform a frame-perfect backflip within a 3-frame window as the screen fades to black. If I slow this footage down, you can see the inputs would occur exactly here. If you successfully manage to pull off the frame-perfect backflip, you should try to land on either ledges to the side of the ray. If you get too close to the ray, the game will snap Mario back to where he should be, so get some distance as best you can. Now that you're on the land, you'll immediately notice that Mario is behaving strangely with a jittery run cycle as the game teaches you how the Wii Remote works to control the ray. It's super important to note that the game can and will crash at any time in this glitch state. The camera is also locked to Mario as if he were surfing, which can cause some very odd camera behavior. Mario acts as though he's on the ray but also on the ground at the same time, which means swimming in the water, unless Mario is on the surface, the game will try to push him back towards where the tutorial begins. He can also be seen using his ray surf animation, even though the ray isn't there. He'll also do this on land, which makes him look like he's skateboarding. If you venture to the point where you first talk to Coach, you'll actually get stuck behind an invisible wall that prevents you from reaching the water section. Funnily enough, this wall is hard-coded into the game as a failsafe to prevent you from getting behind Coach and possibly skipping the tutorial. The cutscene of talking to Coach usually kicks in and takes away movement from the player, which means you'd never actually get to this wall, but it's there. It's also actually possible to control the ray while Mario is on land, but again, this is most likely going to result in the game crashing. But if by some miracle you manage to get the ray to the loading trigger in the distance that takes you to the main track, the transition will occur, but Mario will actually remain on the tutorial side of it. And if you slowly swim towards it, the trigger is no longer active, meaning you can actually swim beyond it. Here you'll find that the tunnel is simply a texture that you can swim through, and on the other side of it are the edges of the water, which you were never meant to see, which you can actually swim beyond, making it look as though you're swimming in the air. You'll eventually meet an invisible wall, which at first seems to keep you from falling, but can in fact be jumped over, and over the edge is an invisible floor that Mario can actually walk on. But because of the glitch, he continues to head in whichever direction you face him in, and thus eventually walks to his doom. This glitch can be performed on the Mario 3D All-Stars version of the game, but ooh, that 3-frame window to get the backflip can be very tough. Give it a try if you're feeling patient enough.